Have you ever woken up because the silence itself felt wrong? That's what happened to Elena, a 20-year-old exchange student in New York. She shot awake at midnight, chest pounding, as though her body knew something her mind didn't. The apartment was too still. No hum of the fridge, no ticking clock, no city noise leaking through the window. Just silence pressing down on her like a weight. Then came the footsteps, soft, steady, moving down the hallway toward her locked bedroom door. Elena froze under the covers, ears straining. The knob rattled once, then turned slowly. The door creaked open with a long, aching groan. But nothing stood there. No figure, no shadow, just heavier air, as if something invisible had entered the room. And then came 3 sharp knocks.
Knock, knock, knock.
Not at the bedroom door, at the front door. Her legs trembled as she slipped from bed, each step across the cold floor feeling like a dare. Her breath fogged white, though the room wasn't that cold. When she reached the entryway, her pulse hammered so hard she thought it might shatter her ribs. She opened the door. No one was there, only a box, plain cardboard sealed with tape. No label, no return address. Elena knew she should leave it, shut the door, pretend it wasn't there. But her hands betrayed her, scooping it up, as if the box belonged to her. It was light, too light, almost empty. She set it on the kitchen table and tore the tape. The sound cracked through the silence like a gunshot. Inside lay a single folded paper. The letters were jagged, smeared in something dark and dried. Blood.
I can still see you.
Her stomach turned to stone. The lights flickered twice, then died. The darkness swelled, alive with something unseen. That's when she heard it. Breathing. Slow. Steady. Too close.
Elena.
The whisper seemed to slither out of the shadows themselves. She spun, clutching the note so tightly it ripped in half. But the room was empty. Empty, except for the feeling of eyes watching from the black corners. And then the door thundered with another knock. This one was louder, violent, rattling the frame until she thought it would burst. Shaking, Elena pressed her eye to the peephole. The porch was empty, except the box, sealed again, sitting neatly where it had been before. Her throat went dry. She backed away slowly, heart racing, until the whisper came again, this time behind her, close enough that she felt the air move against her ear.
And I always will.
The darkness pressed closer. The box waited outside. And then came the question, whispered in her own voice.
Will you open the door?
Maya thought she was just making another late-night delivery. But the box in her passenger seat wasn't meant for a customer. It was meant for her. The GPS had led her down a dirt road that didn't feel real. No houses, no streetlights, just black fields stretching into nowhere, mist crawling low across the gravel. Her phone screen flickered, the robotic voice repeating on loop.
Arrived at destination. Arrived. Arrived.
She smacked the screen, but the app froze. stuck in that haunting chant. No service, no map, no escape route but the road behind her. Maya turned to the passenger seat. The box sat there, heavy and silent, as though it had been waiting for this exact moment. The label was wrong from the start. No name, no number, only coordinates scrawled in thick black ink. When she called dispatch to double-check, the line had died mid-ring, never coming back. She stepped out of the car, gravel crunching under her boots, the cold air cutting into her lungs. Darkness stretched on every side, oppressive and unbroken. There was no customer, no house, no destination, just her and the package. Her gut twisted, every instinct screamed,
Leave it here. Drive away. Forget it ever existed.
But curiosity is cruel. It gnaws until fear bends beneath it. And Maya was already peeling the tape back before she realized what her hands were doing. The sound was too loud in the silence. Inside was not a delivery. Inside was not even an object. It was flesh, a wet, quivering mass that pulsed like it was breathing, though it had no lungs. Its surface shimmered with something disturbingly familiar. Skin tones, strands of hair, faint ridges of bone. The more Maya looked, the more she recognized pieces of herself. Her cheek, her mouth, her reflection broken and remade in living tissue. She staggered back, bile rising in her throat. Whatever this was, it couldn't exist. It shouldn't exist. On shaking hands, she dropped to her knees and clawed at the dirt. The earth was frozen, cutting her fingers until her nails split and bled. But she didn't stop. She dug until she had a shallow grave, shoved the writhing box into it, and buried it under clumps of soil. Gone, hidden, forgotten, or so she prayed. That night, Maya woke, choking for air. The clock glowed, 3:13 a.m. Her chest was heavy, as if the box itself had been set upon her ribs. Sweat slicked her skin, though the room was freezing cold. Then came the sound. Scratch, drag, nails scraping wood. It was coming from beneath the floorboards. Her breath hitched as the noise grew louder. Wet, gasping breaths, like the box had learned how to breathe inside her walls. Her phone lit up on the nightstand. No call, no text. Just the GPS app open again on its own. Through static, the distorted voice whispered.
Arrived at destination.
Her eyes blurred with tears as the screen flickered one last question.
Do you want to open the box?
It was colder than usual when I pulled up to the edge of town. My GPS stuttered on the cracked phone screen.
Arrived at destination. Arrived at destination. Arrived.
The words looped in a metallic drone until the app froze. I tapped the screen, annoyed. Great. Another glitch. My headlights lit up a Victorian house that looked more like a corpse than a home. Its shutters torn, its roof sagging like broken teeth. The porch light flickered once, then died. I tightened my grip on the pizza box Who the hell orders food way out here? I muttered. From the darkness, a voice rasped.
We've been waiting for you.
My breath caught. Hello? Silence. The front door creaked open by itself. I should have driven away, but instead, I stepped out. Inside, the house smelled of damp earth and mildew. My sneakers stuck against warped floorboards. Pizza delivery. You ordered? I called, trying to sound braver than I felt. No answer. Just a low hum, like static crawling under the wallpaper. That's when I saw them. 3 pizza boxes stacked by the stairwell. The logos were the same as mine, but the cardboard was old and stained. I crouched and touched the top one. It was still warm. My chest tightened. This isn't funny. Then the whisper came. Not one voice, many, tangled together.
Hurry, they're hungry.
I spun toward the stairs. Shadows leaned over the railing, tall and thin, bending in ways bodies shouldn't. My phone flashlight quivered as I swept it across the hall. Portraits lined the walls, families, but their faces were blurred. Eyes nothing but dark smears. I wanted to run, to drop the pizza and bolt. But when I looked down, the box in my hands wasn't pizza anymore. The cardboard pulsed. It was heavy, wet. Something inside throbbed like it was alive. My stomach lurched. I almost dropped it. Then, a child's voice giggled, close to my ear.
Don't be late again.
My legs moved against my will, dragging me toward the dining room. The dining room stretched far longer than it should have. A long wooden table waited, covered in rotted cloth. The chairs were empty until they weren't. One by one, pale, sagging figures appeared in them, their hollow sockets turning toward me. The air reeked of wet soil and spoiled meat. At the head of the table sat the host, a tall man in a tattered suit. His face was smooth, blank, except for 2 hollow pits where his eyes should have been. He raised one skeletal hand and pointed at me. My arms trembled. I looked down. The box was gone. In its place, I was holding something raw and beating. My own heart. Blood ran down my wrists. My chest was open, ribs cracked apart. Yet I was still standing, still breathing. No, 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 no. I screamed. The figures leaned forward, mouths yawning wide, too wide, stretching into black voids. Static screeched. The lights burst, and then darkness. I woke with a jolt, slumped over the steering wheel in my car. Headlights glared against the same broken Victorian house. My GPS flickered back to life, calm and flat.
Arrived at destination.
On the passenger seat, the receipt glowed faintly in the dark. My blood went cold as I read it. 1 large pizza, driver. My shirt was damp, sticky across the chest. The porch light flickered on. The front door creaked open.
We've been waiting for you.
The voice whispered again. And I knew this wasn't the first time. It was only starting over.
Will you go inside?
Stay spooked. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more chilling stories.